Hey guys, welcome back. Movement Grind Day 3. Today we're going to work on the psoas. It starts about, like, where your rib cage kind of separates here. It starts about right here, but it's on your spine. So not on your rib cage, but on your spine side. And it runs down on both sides of your spine, and it comes down to the pelvis, over the pelvis at the bottom part, and attaches to your femur. So it's a pretty influential muscle. And then your iliacus is here on your pelvis. On the inside of the iliac crest here, down deep in the pelvis. And both of them work on stabilizing, but also the psoas does help with flexion, but it kind of helps sometimes if we can't get flexion out of our hip flexors, it helps us get that extra little bit, which actually can put a little torque on the spine. And what we really want to work on is just kind of like relaxing that muscle. When we sit, it gets in that shortened position too. And then I don't know if you guys have ever stood up, but you got up out of a chair and you stood up, and when you stood up you felt like your spine was being pulled this way towards your belly button. That's because that muscle, when it gets stiff, it pulls the spine with it. So very simply, we're just going to take this lacrosse ball. We're going to start right here at the belly button, and we're going to go a little bit on either side of it, maybe an inch or two on each side of it, and we're just going to work down towards the pelvis. Now, if it feels sketchy, it is. If it starts feeling numb, tingly, or anything like that, you need to stop. But main thing, if it feels sketchy, it is. And then so we're going to work down just outside the belly button, down the pelvis, and then we're going to work towards the side to get to the iliacus, but I'll show you how to get to that in a second. So basically what you're going to do, you're just going to lay down flat, take that lacrosse ball, find where your belly button is, and just kind of lay on it. And your body is going to want to fight against it at first. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to take a deep breath in, and then take a deep breath out and relax. What you're going to find, it might take a couple breaths to really get the abdominal wall to kind of chill out, but what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to just lay down and just have pressure down on that ball. And remember, it's just to the outside where your belly button is, and you can move down. You don't really want to go up towards this way. You want the ball to make its way down that way. And what you can do is you can add in some rotation, and that's going to fire it up, and I can actually feel it moving underneath the pressure of that lacrosse ball. Okay, and then just move up a little bit more so that the ball moves down, and just add in that rotation. Now, to get to that iliacus again is you got your pelvis here, the top of the iliac crest, and if you feel down, you feel the rest of your pelvis just to the inside of that. Now, what you want to do is you want to set the ball not on the bone, not right on that border, but a little bit inside, and you're actually gonna turn. See my body turning? So you're gonna start towards the middle a little bit, but you're gonna turn so that the ball rolls up to where your pelvis is. So it's gonna roll from the center of your body. When you roll, it's gonna roll from the center of your body towards the outside. So it's gonna roll here, and then it's going to get right there, right in that meat, right before you get to your pelvis. So start here, roll your body. So if it's here on my right side, I'm going to kind of turn towards the left. The ball's going to roll there. So start towards the middle, and then just roll, and same thing. Add some rotation in, move that leg around. You can contract, relax, or it may be all you can do is just to sit here and just breathe. But just kind of let that thing work in there. Now, disclaimer, you never do this before you work out. This is always something you do after you work out. Never before. These muscles are really important in stabilizing your spine. So, albeit they may be short, but we would rather than be supporting the spine than loosey-goosey and you trying to pattern the movement with loosey-goosey tissue. So, work on this. Try for 5 minutes each side. And like I said, if it's sketchy, it is. And hey, this is a basic way. We'll cover more advanced ways later, but this is the easiest way you can do it at home with your lacrosse ball. So until then, check in next time.